everyone, Happy New Year. We are not in the new year right now, we're just the weekend before, but I thought I would kick things off by starting a new vlog. This is the first vlog of 2025, so yeah, we'll see what's gonna happen based on my reflections from my last video. But anyway, I haven't written in like 3 months, so I am trying to figure out kind of like my why. So hopefully we'll kind of like figure that out as we progress into the new year, and hopefully I'll find out a little sooner. If you are super new here, I am a science fiction and fantasy writer. I was a finalist in the Aurora Awards last year for the best poem, and I am currently working on a novel. This is a secret project. I don't know what I want to do with it. I just want to write it. That's my only goal, or the goals of this year, is really just to write for fun and to like find my why, as I was saying a little bit earlier. We are currently in draft 2 of this secret project, and I am kind of stuck. So while I was revising it, so I revised pretty much up to like the midpoint, maybe like a little bit before the midpoint. So I think I like revised like 45% of the novel, and when I was approaching the midpoint, I kind of realized that something was off, because the midpoint of any novel is supposed to be this like big events or a series of events where your main character is getting closer to what they think they want without actually fulfilling their need. As I was approaching that midpoint, I realized that something was still kind of wrong. It's still not really deviating. Like something like the midpoint is where my character really needs to, you know, deviate, and something has to change. Something big has to change, and I felt like it wasn't really doing that. So I think what I'm gonna do now, so that's pretty much where I ended. I didn't like write for the last 3 months, so it's literally the same as the last writing vlog I made like 3 months ago. So starting this vlog, I'm going to read the book from beginning to the midpoint, just to know like what is actually happening. Like I know what's happening. I know what's happening because my notebook behind me, this notebook right here, has everything. It has scene by scene, I'm like moving chapter by chapter summaries, but that's not enough. Like I don't need to know what's happening on like the superficial level. I need to know the and so. So when you're going between scenes and going between chapters, it always has to be like a forward push, forward momentum. So this happens, and so this happens. I feel like I kind of lost that. And while I was rereading some of the first few chapters already, in my understanding of like remembering the book, I think there are a lot of like info dumps. I think there are a lot of like characters I'm setting up because they will need to be important, or they will be important in future books, because I'm planning, this was supposed to be like an interconnected standalone series. I don't think that's quite there yet. I don't. So yeah, the goal maybe for today or this weekend is to read through. I think I can do it within like a few hours, honestly, if I put my time and attention into it. I'm just gonna read through the first like pretty much everything I edited in draft 2 and make sure that that and so is there. Also, I need to make some tweaks in chapter 2 because I made some changes in chapter 1. I kind of feel like I'm like doing a draft 3 at this point without completing the second half of draft 2. But at the end, I think it's all like semantics, like the drafts and things like that. So yeah, that's where we're gonna start with this vlog. I moved into a brand new apartment. A lot has happened in the past 3 months, which I will not recount because this is a new year. Well, it's a new year for you, and I kind of don't want to talk about it anyway. So yeah, just please don't mind the background. I still don't really know how I want to set things up. This is not the final layout in terms of vlogging as well. Like I don't really know. I feel like this is a better view, but there's a lot of stuff there. Now you can see my desk better. But what I was doing last time, I was filming like this, which has better lighting for sure, but I wanted to film on my desk. Anyway, I'm getting a utility cart later today. It's coming by tonight. So hopefully I can clear up my desk a little bit. I have so many thoughts on like my desk setup. I don't know if we should talk about it right now, but essentially I think I'm gonna put the utility desk like over here maybe, because like look at all this in the back that I'm kind of covering up with my screen right here. I think once I have my final setup, I can show everything, but I really just didn't want a smaller desk because my previous experience when I had large desks was that it got filled up with junk in like 2 seconds. I think with a smaller desk, it wouldn't be filled with junk as much. but I am sacrificing some space like speakers. But anyway, I'm gonna check on the lunch I made and we will get started with this video. Okay, it's nearly 10. I'm gonna call it for today. I think we are productive. I pretty much like skimmed chapters 1 to 15 just to remind myself the and so. There's a light here at the bottom, so I'm just trying to cover it. And in my notebook here, I kind of wrote down every and so for each chapter and each scene, so I know that there is like a forward momentum. I think my problem is that I can't just brute force the reading. Like I need to go back and actually make these changes, or else like my brain can't follow. Like I can't think it because it's not set. Does that make sense? So I'm going to try to go to a coffee shop in the morning and just like knock some of these changes I know I want to make in the first 15 chapters. And I think the first 15 chapters, I'm using a beat sheet right now for this particular genre, and I think this beat sheet, or as I said like a bit earlier today, is that chapter 15 is like 1 or 2 chapters away from the midpoint, and I think like from chapter 15 to the midpoint, it's not really tying together. I feel like, I don't know, I kind of feel like to get to the midpoint, more things need to happen here, but I'm kind of worried because I think up to chapter 15, I think the book is at like 30 something K or maybe 40 something K, and that's like that's really long for this genre, and I'm also thinking I want to use Scrivener because I know Scrivener has an easier ability to like copy and paste and move chapters around, since we're talking about like chunks, but because I'm using Google Docs, I'm like literally copying like 10 pages per chapter every time I want to move things around, so I might want to use Scrivener. I'm not a Scrivener girl, to be honest, and it's not on the cloud. I am using, wait, I thought I had Scrivener. Oh, that's Scrivener 3? I thought I had Scrivener on this computer. Oh, I don't. I have Scrivener on my main desktop, which I didn't bring, because I think I want to get a new computer. Anyway, the whole desktop is something else. I think you might be able to hear my partner talking. I'm not wearing my mic right now. So we're gonna wrap it up. I'm gonna call it a night. Tomorrow, hopefully I can go to a coffee shop and at least like fix chapter 2 and chapter 3. Because I need to do this before I can fix the thing that ties into the midpoint. Okay, I'm sure you're all sick of me wearing this sweater. Hello, it's the next day and I'm on my way to the coffee shop. Like I said, I'm just packing my essentials: laptop, headphone, notebook. I also have my own personal like kind of planner, and my GoPro to film. The shots look really nice of the coffee shop, but I honestly, now that I'm home, I'm so glad to be home. It was just like really loud. It was really loud and there were so many people because this coffee shop was actually in the lobby of an apartment, and so you can see on my right there's just like a lot of people in and out, and I got distracted every single time like someone walked in, and it was just loud in general. To be honest, I didn't get any writing done at the coffee shop. I'm getting writing done right now in the evening. I was mostly focused on Bramble and Crow books, which is my editing business. I'm writing chapter 2, or more so editing chapter 2 right now, and hopefully we can line edit it tomorrow. My contributor copy. I just got home from work. I just threw a sweater on. We're gonna unbox my contributor copies. I got 10. Also I'm like crouching because of the tripod. My desk setup looks a little bit different now. This is like a living thing. It's changing like every single day. We're gonna unbox the contributor copies together. I'm really excited. I also gotta check. I don't know how much it is. We'll see together. Oh, this is the right side up. Oh my god. Wow. So cool. The revolution will be green, growing, and non-motorized. When you plant the seeds of revolution, of bicycle revolution, you never know what the future will grow. These 12 stories form a splendid garden of potential futures, from the speculative to the surreal. All powered by bicycles, grounded in feminism and blossoming with creativity. In these pages, you'll find activist trees, magical flowers, feminist fairy tales, climate parables, photosynthesizing human bicycle cyborgs, revolutionary elves, dazzling space gardens, might be mine, green witchcraft, and more to delight your imagination. Lovers of cli-fi, solar punk, hope punk, and feminist bicycle science fiction will all find something to love here. You'll never see the streets or plants around you the same way again. Wow, where do I put these? Oaks, spokes, or folks? My Kelly tie. Wow. The first line, if you're interested, is Calyx thought I was out of my mind when I handed her the invitation to my bachelorette party. That's the first line. You're lost in zero gravity, she said. Yeah. Oh my god. Yeah. Okay, I think I have a check in here. Check is not here. Oh, I did get my check. Oh, how much is it? I got 86 bucks. There is, I don't know. I do wish I had edited this a little bit differently, because I feel like I kind of rushed it. Apparently, because I think I found a mistake, but I'm not gonna say anything so you guys don't notice it. I wrote this so long ago. I wrote this over 2 years ago and I just got it now.